It's dosing and dagging, clipping and tagging, rattling, teasing, topping, flushing and sponging, scanning and lambing, shedding, bedding. One of today's jobs is ringing the lamb's tails. We put this rubber ring on the lamb's tail, and this is the applicator, pliers. You just squeeze it, the lamb's tail goes in here and then it goes off onto its tail like that, and you slip it off. The reason for that is in the summertime the flies will lay their eggs on the sheep's wool and maggot and eat the sheep alive, and this is a purely health thing. I'm sure it's sore if you put that in your finger and leave it on for a while, it'll hurt, but it's a minimal thing and has a great end result. So this is your applicator, this is your lamb's tail. When you look at a lamb's tail, you'll see there's a little bit of bare skin comes down into a point and then the wool starts. That's where the ring stops, or a wee bit below it, I prefer. So that's it. The tail will go numb, and in a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 days, it'll drop off that end bit of the tail. We'll need a bale of straw in this morning. It's cold, damp, but it's brightening up nicely. As you can see, the lamb pens have changed again. Another couple of days down the road, and this pen, loose pen for lammies, has been made up much bigger. And the other side, the ones which are too lamb, it's got smaller. It's about 30 can go into it at night. We're going to have to put another row of lamb pens up here this morning, and we had a bit of a disaster. Well, not exactly a disaster, but this little girl was lambing this morning at 2 o'clock. Started about 2, she lambed at 3. She was having a single lamb, that's it there. And she pushed her whole lamb bed out as she was lambing. So we'll have to go down to the vets and get him to put it back in. But she's in good heart, and the lamb's good as well. So, but it just meant I only had 2 hours sleep last night. I was up at 2, and then it's 9 o'clock according to the clock over there, and I haven't been to bed since, so I'm a bit drowsy on it today. So we brought this little feeder around here to put in the back. Handy little one with a lid on it. And this little girl in here has lamb. Another little triplet. They're only born 5 minutes ago. So I think there's about 8 sets of triplets left for lamb. That'll be great, because the last one will mean to be singles or doubles then. Much less work. A few records being updated. It's raining, so I didn't want to put the sheep and lambs out, these younger ones. The ones in the back shed that have already lambed, their lambs are free to run out and in as they please. So we've had 3 lamb this morning. We have managed to adopt another little lamb across. So we've added another row of lamb pens on. And we're nearly full. There's only 3 empties at the minute. So the weather's not ideal, it's a bit damp and miserable, but it's still nicer than in the house.
healthier.
And healthier, Barbara says. The nests are coming on good with the crows.
Poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall on the cow.
I love listening to the crows, the sound of them there, and we have seagulls up the roof of the house a minute ago. We're only a mile from the coast. This is the daintiest little snowdrop, and my hands aren't very clean for photographing this sort of thing, but I'm just out of the lambing shed. But anyway, look at that, and it's kind of all past itself. I never got time to look at it and enjoy it. Little snowdrops. It's Monday the 15th of August. No, it's not. It's Monday the 15th of March. And it's about 10 to 3 in the morning. And I'm just getting up to lamb some sheep. And I'm very sleepy. Didn't get to bed till all hours the other morning. And I could just crawl in with these lambs and have a lie down. But I'm enjoying all the perks of farming. I have my bed out in the shed. And my electric blanket is on at 3. So are you getting an inkling to what it feels like to be getting up at that time in the morning and maybe not getting back to bed till daylight again? So there you are, but that's what happens when you keep sheep. And Big Lug says, would you switch that light off? It's not time to get up yet. But this time last year when I was lambing on one of these 2 and 3 o'clock stints, I was walking across the yard to check the other sheep, pitch black other than the light coming out of the shed, and a barn owl just glided down over my shoulder about 8 foot above me, just. So you do experience some amazing things on the farm. So anyway, back to the lambing. This girl has just delivered the second of her lambs and I haven't even had to help. But the reason you need to be here is there's the membrane, look, around that little lamb. And if the sheep lambed and wasn't quick at getting up, that membrane can be around that little lamb's nose, like that. And he can be suffocated, or she. But this little lammy's alive and kicking. Isn't that right? Well done, girl. And that's the 50th or maybe 52nd sheep to lamb. So we're halfway through in a 2-week period our mature flock, and then there's about 130 altogether to lamb. So there you are. That's an amazing sight to see again. He's chatting to his mum already. Let me see. It's a little boy. Well done, girl. And you've one more to go. This is a set of triplets. So here we are. I made a mistake there. This little girl is just having twins, which is even better than triplets. Just at this stage, I've had so many triplets, and it's so much work. And you can hear the pet lambs. I've woken them up, and they think they're getting a feed. So I'll get the light back out, and I'll get back into my sleepy bed. Just got my iodine in the bottle to dip the little navel strings with. When you're looking at a lamb, you put your fingers in between its 2 feet, one finger between its 2 feet, and lift them that way. That's how you carry a lamb. And I've already clipped this tummy button with the clippers early. So that keeps all the infection from getting into his tummy button. Which is the biggest killer of lambs, to get germs into the navel string, and that's straight into their gut. Boy. Excuse me, don't kick a wee minute, please. Thank you. So this is how you end up talking to the animals all the time, because there's nobody else about. Now, that's a great little girl. And you did really well. Now that was 2 more little miracles, which I am very thankful for. I'm way back to bed. Blankets on. And it's just about 4:10, so that was quick. I was just about an hour's time, and she lambed those herself, which meant I had no bother down on my hands and knees, apart from just doing the navel string. We have bought a couple of these little feeders for lambs. You hang them on your gate, like so, and there's 4 little compartments in it. And it just means lambs, you can put a fixed amount in each pocket, and then the lambs can nibble away. Look at that, the boyos. And that saves a whole lot of, that's 4 bottles saved. You still have to mix the milk, but it's, you're not feeding them hand with one individual bottle. So this is the 2nd day they've been on this. A wee bit hard to get started, but on now.
Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed and get your overalls on.
Get your overalls